Cheers!
Welcome to Movie Bitches.
Episode 42. So tonight we're reviewing Cinderella. Well, so I didn't know what to think going into this movie.
I guess.
I was kind of excited because I do love, I don't know why. Well, I do know exactly why. I love Cinderella because I love the animated Disney version.
Yep. Me
Which
too.
is Rodgers and Hammerstein.
Yeah.
As a child, I was obsessed with the fairy godmother. Obviously. Anyway.
Well, there's something about the magic and the mice in the cartoon where I can deal with a talking cartoon mouse. That my brain can accept.
But a talking
or
like a
CGI'd mouse.
Yeah.
Just less so. And so there's a lot of CGI'd mice in this movie that she talks to, but in this, they don't talk back, so she seems crazy.
Yeah.
I thought at least they would update something about it and make it fresh in any way, and it was just the same old story.
And I think that was my biggest problem with it, actually, is two things.
Yeah.
One, the plain old story is fucking boring.
Real boring.
Like,
not a lot happens.
No, and that's why you need the music in there. You need it to be a musical because that puts more emotion in it. It pulls you through and it keeps you engaged. Well, it puts stuff in there where there's nothing to, it fills up the fluff.
Yes.
Taking me back to the sky. In the arms of my love I'm flying over mountain and meadow and glen.
Every scene seemed really long.
Really long.
I leaned over to you and I said, how long is this movie? And you said, it's only an hour and 45 minutes. I mean, it felt like 2.5 hours. Every scene.
So
long.
And it was like, we got the gist. We understand what's happening here. Move it along. It was just so weird. Everything was painfully drawn out.
The only thing that I adored about this movie
were the costumes.
Costumes
were great.
Out of control great.
Yeah.
Out of control. They were creative. They weren't historically accurate. Sure. But they were so good. And I looked it up. The costume designer's name is Sandy Powell. Mm-hmm. She does all Scorsese's movies. Mm-hmm. She did Shakespeare in Love. She did Far From Heaven, and The Affair. So she's great. Cate Blanchett's outfit.
Her outfits were great.
I told Andrew, I said, it's really a bad sign when you're rooting for the evil stepmother by the end. I was like, I don't know, Cinderella seems real dull. At least Cate Blanchett has some House of Cards, climbing the ladder shit going on.
Yeah.
At least she's interesting.
Yeah.
Can we talk about her waist? Okay, I can't say for sure, but it really looked like at the ball they had CGI'd.
Oh no, they did.
For sure.
There was a thing online about it. So what her waist would have looked like in real life or whatever, and they cinched it.
That just makes the message of the movie so much worse.
So much worse. I guess you could say that she's a strong female and she changes the prince and teaches him things. Fine, I'll give them that.
Yeah.
But still, there's absolutely
they kind of
zero reason that they needed to digitally corset her.
Oh.
I naturally have a really, really small waist, and then the corset pulls it in, and then the skirt makes it bigger. So I think the perspective makes it look even smaller.
Yeah.
But it's totally just my waist. There's no CGI.
So, you want to talk about Prince Charming?
What a bummer.
He was just kind of fine.
I really honestly would have rather had Chris
Pine?
Yeah, Chris Pine was a better Prince Charming.
I mean, if you're going to go with the stereotypical Cinderella, then why not go with Prince? Why not go with James Marsden, 20 years ago?
Right. Well, this guy's old too, though.
He did look older than necessary.
Oh my god. Can we talk about the, sex analogy scene in the secret garden?
No, I don't want to. Yes, you do. No, I don't want to. Yes, you do. No, I shouldn't. Yes, you should.
No.
That was
literally
the dialogue.
The dialogue was, I shouldn't.
Yes,
do
you
it.
should.
Yeah, I shouldn't.
Yes, you should.
I shouldn't.
Yes.
I will.
Okay.
It was what? This is the dialogue that you want to spend time on?
It was so, I don't know, just Dullsville. It really made me want to go watch Ever After, that Drew Barrymore movie, which did reinvent the Cinderella tale.
Yes, it did.
And took its own path with it and made it a more interesting story. It was also a bummer. There were kids who started to cry in the theater
because everyone was fucking dying.
But like, not even just like, oh, and then he died. It was like, here's a real sad, like terminally ill person slowly dying as their child cries on their bedside. And it was like, whoa, movie. Whoa.
I did think that the prince did a very good job of
being sad
in that scene, like when his dad is dying on the bed.
Yeah.
I was like, I felt like he was good.
It's a Kenneth Branagh movie.
Yep.
I love a lot of Kenneth Branagh movies. This just seemed like either his hands were tied by Disney or...
I think maybe it was. There was no joy.
There
was no magic.
I wasn't like, oh, I'm so excited. This is so fluffy and fun. And, it was just like, oh, dour.
I feel like everything was drained from the film except for, like, the blue dress. I should never leave the movie theater feeling bored.
Right?
And I did. I was like... I want to go see a movie or do something fun because I'm bored. Wait, I just got out of a movie.
I'm in the movie theater right now.
Like, what?
Lots of Downton Abbey people.
Oh, yeah.
The Cinderella is Rose from Downton Abbey. One of the stepsisters is Daisy from Downton Abbey. So it's Downton Abbey in the house. That's probably why it was so boring. Honestly. I mean, don't get me wrong. I watched Downton Abbey. But it's real fucking boring.
Yeah.